Hello to Portugal from Seattle, Washington. Thank you so much for inviting me to speak at your conference today. I'm only sorry that I can't be there in person. I've been asked to talk to you a little bit about how the Incredible Years parenting programs can be used for addressing the needs of child referrals for abuse and neglect. First, let's look, what is the prevalence of child welfare referrals for parent neglect and abuse? In 2020, in Portugal, over 24,000 children were followed by CPS. Last year, about 7 children a day were reported as mistreated in Portugal. In the United States, we have about 3 million referrals for abuse and neglect a year, and 90% of these children do remain at home. Parents who are referred for child abuse and neglect have less effective child management skills, escalated verbal and physical aggression, and less support. The risk for abuse and neglect in young children ages 0 to 5 years is substantial. Young children who are involved in the child welfare services have high rates of emotional and behavioral problems. Academic, language, and developmental issues are common, with 40% of the children referred having a diagnosis of attention deficit disorder, conduct disorder, anxiety, depression, and autism. In the long term, the effects of child neglect and abuse and early adverse childhood experiences place these children at higher risk for school dropout, delinquency, substance abuse, and mental health issues. Children assessed at risk for neglect and abuse at 3 years of age have been found to have 2.5 times as many criminal convictions by 21 years of age than those not at risk. Evidence-based programs have been shown now for decades to prevent and reduce child neglect and abuse by increasing positive and responsive parenting and parent-child attachment. They've also been shown to reduce parental depression and to promote children's optimal developmental progress and reduce their behavior problems. However, unfortunately, the proportion of child welfare referred families that ever receive evidence-based programs is very low. Some say in the United States that it's less than 10%. The early prevention of child abuse and neglect is a worthwhile investment. The diversion of even one child from a life of crime results in significantly fewer crimes and cost benefits for everyone. Early parent intervention to promote secure parenting and attachment reduces the risk of neglect and abuse, thereby promoting the well-being and the safety of children. Furthermore, combining parent interventions with teacher and child programs will enhance the outcome for these children. So, what is an evidence-based program, you might ask? Well, research suggests that it has some of the following standards. This includes at least 2 peer-reviewed and published randomized controlled trials, at least 1 randomized trial by an independent investigator, someone other than the developer of the program. Also, that it uses measures that are not just report measures but from parents and teachers, but also include independent observations of parent-child interactions and child assessments. And there should be at least 1 follow-up assessment to determine the sustainability of the program. So Portugal took this on about, I think 19 years ago, and I want to start by thanking the Portugal government for investing in Incredible Years programs and making research possible in Portugal. Why, you might ask, did they select this program? I think perhaps it might be because of the extensive research. In our clinic, over the past 40 years, I have done 9 randomized control treatment trials and 4 randomized control prevention trials. Moreover, more than 14 other randomized controlled trials have been done independently in over 7 countries. Consistent effects have been found from all of these studies, showing improvements in positive parenting, reducing harsh discipline, and reducing child problem behaviors, as well as increasing their social and their emotional competence and their school readiness. These effects have been shown for families referred by the child welfare system. Longer-term support is needed to prevent relapse, and supplementing the parent program with Incredible Years parent and child programs has enhanced the sustainability of the program. I want to refer you to several studies, one from Finland, which you can find on our website. And this is where the child welfare referred families received a 19-week parent program, plus they also got home coaching. This study shows some very promising short and longer-term outcomes that have just come out in the last 2 years. Another recent study just come out in Spain from a doctoral student has shown some positive outcome for child welfare referred population by combining the group parent program alongside the child dinosaur program. Again, this combination of programs did seem to show some significant outcomes for these families. Another study that was done some time ago in New York for child welfare referred families included foster parents in the training as well as the birth parents. And this showed very positive outcomes. And you can look at our website and find all of the studies that I know about that have been done with the parenting programs. So out of 14 different Incredible Years parent, child, and teacher programs to choose from, Portugal chose the basic preschool program for parents of children 3 to 6 years. So there was spotlighted this particular program. In this program, you will receive a comprehensive group leader manual, videos that can be DVDs or USB or streamed, and parent books. And Portugal has done a really good job of translating handouts, the parent book, and videos. In this program, the parents meet weekly in groups of 10 to 12 parents for 2 hours for 18 to 20 group sessions. The groups are led by 2 trained group leaders. Data indicates that parent dropout is low. Enhancement in the program is achieved by having weekly buddy calls, group leader calls, as well as providing food, transportation, and childcare for group sessions. Now, makeup sessions can be provided online. The Incredible Parenting Years Pyramid is the roadmap for the entire program content. We focus on the bottom of this pyramid on building a strong foundation base for the parenting. This foundation includes helping the parents learn developmentally appropriate parent strategies, different coaching methods such as how to help children be persistent and learn social and emotional skills, and how to use incentives and praise to motivate children. After this foundation is stable, we move up in the pyramid to focus on predictable rules and routines and consistent and respectful discipline. Parents help the children to learn to self-regulate, to develop imaginary play and beginning problem-solving skills. Parents learn the importance of collaborating with the teachers and developing support networks. Here is a short interview of some parents talking about what they learned in the program.
I think for me it helped a lot because where I'm coming from, I raised totally different, and my mom and my dad, they are working so hard, doing some money to bring the food to our table. And then I learned how to be a father and help my children, you know. For example, I spend a lot of time with my both children doing some art project, and then sometimes I invite another children to work together like a group and trying to, teach them we need to share what we have,
You have a lot of patience to be able to do this whole big puzzle.
When we played with the puzzle, used a lot of persistence coaching, a lot of the same techniques used with the homework to keep him going, keep him focused with his homework.
My father, he never spent time with us because he always working so hard and make money. But I don't feel nothing for my dad, So I say I don't want to be like this with my child. So I want to spend a lot of time with them and do something.
You can bring it down to 2 words, like a piggy bank. And that's something that I learned through the work with Incredible Years. It's a difficult concept to think, okay, so what I'm doing today, or what I'm doing right now, where I'm just playing and following my child's lead, is somehow gonna add up to an investment in a relationship.
The Incredible Years program methods and processes include being developmentally based, trauma-informed, culturally sensitive, and collaborative with parents. It promotes parent self-reflection and problem-solving. The training also includes videotape modeling, role-play practices and rehearsals, weekly goal setting, and home assignments. An essential theme is helping the parents build positive, supportive networks. The theories underlying the Incredible Years program include not just behavioral skills, but ways to help the parents reduce their negative thoughts and increase their coping thoughts, and understanding children's developmental milestones. Parents are also helped to manage their unpleasant emotions, such as anxiety, anger, depression, and to develop self-care strategies, and to understand the links between their thoughts, their emotions, and their behaviors. For child-well families, the home coaching option should be added to the group model. This includes a minimum of 4 home coaching sessions at 2 to 3 week intervals to support the families in coached practices of the new skills directly with their children. These individualized one-on-one sessions can be used for makeup sessions and to get families started right away before a group starts. Training in Portugal began 19 years ago. It's hard for me to believe that now. And they started by addressing the general population and then moved on to the higher risk populations. Efforts, as I said, have been made to translate the handouts and the books. And as of October 2021, 791 group leaders have been trained in Portugal. The university team, which I will say is an incredible team, of Maria Filipino and Maria Jo, were champions for this work, achieving accreditations as mentors and publishing research. 2 more mentors were added in 2019, Tatiana Homan and Andrea Azevedo, and they have done an outstanding job at promoting the quality delivery of the program and continuing the research. The program now is delivered by over 60 trained and accredited mentors in 20 countries around the world. And since we started, over 71,000 group leaders have been trained. This includes in Europe, United Kingdom, Baltic countries, as well as United States and Canada. Translations of the program have occurred in many different languages. Videos have been made in 14 different languages. Research paints a picture for us of hope and warning. It tells us the importance of providing parents with adequate support systems to help them build a strong bonds or attachments with their children. It also tells us the importance of teaching children social and emotional skills, in addition to academic skills, especially for their higher risk family situations. It does. It warns us about the risks if we don't provide these environmental supports for child welfare referred families of young children. However, I will say that the choosing an evidence-based program is not enough. Good evidence-based programs means providing quality training, fidelity delivery, quality supervision and consultation, ongoing peer support, and building an infrastructure of group leaders, coaches, and mentors. Here is a picture of many of the mentors from around the world, and it is a team effort to helping these families. Thank you to Portugal, the government, the university, your incredible group leaders, your researchers, for your vision and your commitment to support families and children in their early years and to evaluate their outcomes as they go along. Thank you so much.